Hold on. Okay, we're live.
All right, good morning. We're back. S36. We have a new draft titled 1.1, 29/2003, 2023. Excuse me. 11:12 a.m. by Eric. It's a strike law. And Eric, why don't you just go through the changes?
Yes, Eric Fitzpatrick with the Office of Legislative Counsel talking to the committee about the committee strike-all amendment to S36, which is an act relating to committing an arrest without a warrant for assaults and threats against healthcare workers and disorderly conduct in healthcare facilities. So the first section of the bill is the same as the bill as introduced. So those are the provisions that permit that add to the current law around when a law enforcement officer may arrest a person without a warrant for a non-witness misdemeanor. So there are currently in law, I believe, 17 instances enumerated for non-witness misdemeanors that can be arrested without a warrant. This adds 3 more. The 3 more are 18, 19, and 20 on page 2. They are assault against a healthcare worker in a healthcare facility, criminal threatening against a healthcare worker in a healthcare facility. That's the second one. The third one, disorderly conduct that interferes with the provision of medically necessary healthcare services in a healthcare facility. So that's section 1. Section 2 is the new section, and this was arises out of the discussion this morning about there being a need to provide law enforcement officers making these arrests so that they are permitted to receive information from healthcare facilities about when a patient has been medically cleared, because the testimony has been that the enforcement officers are not going to arrest and remove a person from a facility until they've been medically cleared. So that creates a problem under HIPAA because while HIPAA provides the healthcare facility with the ability to disclose information in connection with a crime, there isn't anything specific in HIPAA that permits disclosure when it's for purposes of informing the enforcement officer that the patient has been medically cleared. So the way HIPAA works is in order to allow protected health information to be disclosed, one of the ways you do that is you require disclosure under law, in this case under state law. So that's why the language is phrased to require disclosure. It's not discretionary, it's mandatory. You'll see that the word shall is in line 18 and again in line 20. So that the language provides that when an authorized representative of the facility requests the law enforcement officer to respond, potentially arrest a patient for an alleged crime on the premises, the facility shall, that's line 18, shall disclose to the LEO information sufficient to confirm whether the patient is medically cleared so the patient can be removed from the facility. And secondly, and shall, line 20, disclose any other information that will be necessary for purposes of safely taking custody of the patient. So that's the new piece to provide the ability to healthcare facility to disclose that information without violating it.
Okay, thank you. So I'm working with Peggy to send a memo to Senator Lyons and the Health Welfare Committee to specifically look at section 120, disorderly conduct provision, and the new section 2 regarding the healthcare information. I would entertain a motion to report favorably as amended. Senator Norris, yes, Senator.
Oh, I just, from previous conversation, I think we had also wanted the healthcare committee to look at some of the underlying hospital policy around de-escalation and training.
Okay, yep, thank you for that reminder. Or anything else? Okay.
Do you need a second?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I've never done this before. I just call names and,
I have.
Actually, Peggy does
I
it here.
call.
oh, okay.
You're off the hook.
Cool.
She's done it, then you have to.
I don't know what I have to do, because in GovOps.
Well, just collect the bills.
Okay.
I bring them upstairs to Senate.
I knew that part, but I know you call names and have stuff happening in GovOps, so.
So Peggy, if you would call the roll, please.
Senator Baruch,
Yes.
Senator Norris,
Yes.
Senator Vihovsky,
No.
Senator Hashim,
Yes.
Senator Sears.
Yes. I'd like to report the bill.
I do want to be clear, I support most of this bill, but my concerns around disorderly conduct rise to the level that I can't support it.
I'm sure there'll be many bills that we all take that same statement.
I just want to be clear for the record that most of this I feel okay about.
Well, maybe after health and welfare looks at it, to
Maybe.
come up with a difference. I guess that's it for today. Thank you very much. And tomorrow we have a difficult day with the confirmation of Jennifer Barrett. Just be prepared. Whatever. Yes. I was expecting to take a vote tomorrow, unless you'd rather delay.
I think it's better for you, but.
So I'll be in Bennington, but I believe it's okay for me to vote in the committee.
Yeah.
Check on that, and I'm planning on being here starting next Friday and see how it goes.